In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Hello everybody. Does God really exist? Does God really exist? Let's see what science says about this issue. And we will take quantum mechanics. This is a branch of science that deals with discrete small objects like atoms, protons, electrons, and other elementary particles like fermions. And in this video we will focus on the electron because it is the most important object here. Everything in daily affairs is dependent on the electron. Like computer, you are watching this video on it now, containing millions of electrons. Also, the power that feeds the computer is just a stream of moving electron. This is the electric current. Also in industry, huge power plants all are dependent on the electricity. Also in agriculture, in medicine, in weapons, and everything now in daily affairs also is dependent on the electron. Okay, after all this importance of electron, can we see the electron? Okay, let's see what quantum mechanics says about this issue. The first thing is that quantum mechanics tell us is the electron have extremely small mass. It is about 9.1 by 10 to the minus 31 tenth kilograms. It is extremely small mass, unbelievably object. If you want to imagine it, it will be 0 followed by 31 zeros, 91 kilograms. It is a tiny object, so we cannot see it. Why not? Because it exceeds our vision extent, or because it will exceed our extensive vision, and so we cannot see it. Also, our eyes is not prepared to see electron because it is a tiny object. It is unbelievably small, like what we said before. Okay, that's first. What else quantum mechanics says about the electron? According to this greatest German scientist, Werner Heisenberg, according to his principle, this is called uncertainty principle. He stated that we cannot determine both the position and the velocity or the momentum of electron at the same time with a great accuracy, and this makes sense. How this could be? Okay, let's take, if we want to locate the position of this object, what will happen? Just the vision process will occur. A stream of light will fall on this object, and then a bunch of this light will reflect to your eye, and so you will see that object. Okay, let's do the same for the electron. This tiny object, a stream of light will fall on the electron, and then a bunch of this light will reflect to your eye. But this tiny object will absorb photons, and so it will gain kinetic energy, so it will move more and more. So when you direct your eye to see it at this position, that the stream of light fall on it, you will not find it because it's still moving, and so you cannot detect the electron. Okay, this is for the electron. You cannot detect its mass, and you cannot detect its position. The same for the God. The same here for the God. You cannot detect how size or how mass the God. You cannot detect the God's position. Why not? Because your eye is not prepared for this. Why not? Because he exceeds your extent of vision. So if you accept this for the electron, this tiny object, you at the same time you must accept this for the God, the greatest thing in this world. You cannot see him, you cannot detect where he is because your eye is limited, your extent of vision is limited. Okay, that's first. Okay, what else? If we wanted to to move from this point, let's make it x, to this point, let's make it y, and the distance between them is 3 meters. If you want to move from x to y, you must pass these 3 meters. You must move 3 meters. You must move 3 meters. Okay, but for the electron, this is x, this is y. For the electron, quantum mechanics say that electron can move from x to y without passing this distance in between. This is a property of electron. Electron can present as well at these 2 points at the same time. This is a property of electron. The electron have his special laws and properties. Electron can move from x to y without passing the distance in between, can present at both these points at the same time. What else? What else? Quantum mechanics says that the electron found in the atom in a discrete home that called orbitals. Orbitals. Atoms have different orbitals. One of them is called S, have the shape of a sphere. Other one is P. This is p orbital. P orbital. This looks like the dumbbell. What else? There's d orbital. This looks like the donuts. Okay, electron found in these or exist in these orbitals. Quantum mechanics says that electron can fill the whole orbital at the same time. The electron can fill the whole orbital at the same time. If you exist in your bedroom, can you fill the whole bedroom at the same time? This is impossible for you, but this is a property of electron. The electron can fill his home at the same time. This is a property of electron. Okay, for the God, we believe that the God have a special properties also. He have the absolute knowledge, he have the absolute wisdom, he have the absolute ability. So if you accept these properties for the electron, and you say that the electron have unique properties like this we noted here, so why cannot you accept these properties for the God? Even you or the most of these properties of the electron is not fully understood. This movement of electron from here to here without passing this distance in between is not fully understood. The same for that why he filled the whole orbital at the same time. This is not fully understood. So why you want to understand the whole thing about the God? You must believe that he have the absolute ability, the absolute wisdom, the absolute knowledge, and you shouldn't believe. You shouldn't understand everything. Even you now have a great scientific theories and a great scientific discoveries that not fully understood. So the same for the God. The God have unique properties and different properties of the others, and you must not, or you shouldn't understand everything about them. Why not? I will say because he have his special properties and special laws. We can make a general rule here. We can say that electron have a special properties. Okay, and human have also special properties. Okay, and also the God have his special properties and laws. So everything have its special properties. So if you accept the special properties of the electron, the special properties of the human, also at the same time you must accept the special properties of the God. Okay, what else? We said before that the electron have a great power. We see it in that electric power. It is just a stream of moving electrons. The same for the God. The God have a great power. For the God have a great power. We believe that the God creates this universe with its wonders and amazing things in it. So if you accept this this great power of this tiny object. This is the electron, so you must accept this great power of the God, because it found in everything. Okay, what else we can say in this issue is that the electron have a great ability for change. How? I will say we see this change ability in chemical reactions, also, and the different properties of matter. Like what? I will say the difference between gold and mercury. The difference between them, gold and mercury, is just one electron. But this one electron makes the gold solid, while the mercury is just liquid. This makes the gold inert. But mercury is highly toxic, mean it is highly chemically reactive, and the difference between them is just one electron. Okay, the same for the God. The God have a great ability for change. When you fall in depressed, you pray to God to release worry, and quickly God respond to you. Many times we see that in our daily affairs, how many people their life changes, their life changed when they pray to God. This is the fact that nobody can say that it is a fake. No, it is a fact. We see this every day. So if you accept this great ability of change of this tiny object, the electron, so you must accept this for the God. The God also have a great power of change. And now, after this comparison we did between the smallest thing in this universe, the electron, and the greatest thing in this universe, the God. So we must say that we must be fair. If we accept the properties and the laws of the electron, and we see that we cannot understand everything about it, and we accept all theories that tell us about its properties and characteristics. So we must accept at the same time this property of the God. We cannot see the electron, we cannot see the God. This is a tiny object. This is the greatest thing. We accept the special properties of electron, so we must accept these special properties of the God. We believe and find and feel the power of electron and how can change everything. Also, we must accept and feel this great power of the God to change our life, and that we feel in daily affairs in every day. Just be fair, and you will find the answer for the first question we ask here. Does God really exist? You will say at first, yes. It is very simple, very easy. See you next time.